Hello, everybody, and welcome to Church at Home with Rachel for Friday, the 29th of August, the beginning of Labor Day weekend. I hope you are ready for your long weekend. I know I am. I was just kind of wondering, what is it for you that makes a good long weekend, particularly a good Labor Day weekend? For me, it was always that mix of anticipation about going back to school, getting ready for work. Um, the Monday night of Labor Day was always very stressful for me. You can't get to sleep. You're worried about tomorrow, even if tomorrow is no really different than Friday was before, once you're working and things like that. But it sort of harkens me back to all those days getting ready for the new school year, things like that. But what are the things that make Labor Day a good weekend for you, provided you get it off? I remember when I was a kid on Labor Day or on the Sunday before that, usually they tried on Labor Day, my parents would take us as kids to some local fun place that we wouldn't normally go, like to a mini golf place or a little carnival or a fair or a petting zoo, some place where you know you're going to be gone over a meal. Now, these days, going out for dinner, it's second nature. People do it all the time. Heck, you can have skip the dishes, bring food right to your door. You don't have to leave anywhere. But when I was a kid, going out for a meal was like the cat's pajamas. It was amazing. So if we got up in the morning on Labor Day and we knew we'd be home early because that would be the first night going to bed early, get ready for tomorrow, lay out your school clothes, get the brand new clothes for tomorrow, make sure your backpack's got your new books and binders and paper and pencils and pencil crayons and stuff in it. All the things, the lock for your locker, the things you need. So we wouldn't be gone usually for very late in the evening, but we knew there would be a lunch or a supper on the road. And that could just be like a roadside vendor hot dog stand, or it could be going out to, Mother's Pizzeria back in the day when Mother's was still around, or Ponderosa. Sometimes our Labor Day weekend meant we would go up to the farm for the long weekend. Dad would get off work early, and we'd head up on Friday afternoon and get to the farm and just hang out, play with the dog, play badminton over the clothesline, using ping pong balls and a badminton, the birdie, the can't remember what it's called, the shuttlecock, things like that. But we just hung out with whoever was there, ate good food, had a great time until it came time on Monday afternoon to head back home to get ready for school. But almost, I can't think looking back of a Labor Day weekend when we weren't doing something, weren't going somewhere fun or going up to the farm and hanging with grandparents and things like that. Labor Day weekend was a time to sort of reset. It was that bookend to the end of the summer. So my birthday's at the end of June. So usually my birthday was around about the last day of school. So, that would be the kickoff to the summer, and then 8 or 9 glorious weeks of reading and swimming in the pool and going on trips or going to a cottage or just hanging out, going to the library. And then Labor Day weekend sort of bookended the summer for me. I loved it. I love Labor Day weekend. And then, as you get older, sometimes things wear off, but you still need those things to look forward to. And I remember looking back thinking, I love those days where we played mini golf or we went to a petting zoo or we would go up to the farm. They were all different. Because we did something a little bit different, a little bit out of the ordinary, something that was fun, something that wasn't about work. And it makes me think, what about today as an adult, for you as adults? What do you do for Labor Day weekend? Is it a special weekend for you? Is it just another weekend? Do you have to work? It's always seemed ironic to me that the people who got us Labor Day, the blue collar workers, the unions who got us Labor Day, are often the very people who have to work shift work and often don't get Labor Day off or Christmas or Easter or, weekends and things like that. So in homage to those people who fought to get Labor Day, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And while I'm not always good about taking my days off, I am going to this weekend. I am going to just lay low, do work around the house, no church work. I am going to get things organized in my office, help Rob get ready for school, maybe sit on the back deck and crack open a cold beer and watch him barbecue some steak or some baked potatoes, play with Skunk, maybe go for a drive, do something fun. The big thing is that we need to take time. Labor Day is a great opportunity to remind us, even if it can't happen on Labor Day, It's a great opportunity to remind us that we need to slow down and take stock and give ourselves a break. We need to have those little tiny moments in time where we don't do the things that have to get done. Maybe the dishes don't get done. Maybe we go out for dinner instead of staying home and dealing with all that stuff. Maybe we call somebody up and say, let's go to coffee culture. Let's go to Forbidden Flavors. That's a coffee shop here. It's an incredible coffee shop here in Brandon that forever I keep calling Forbidden Fruits. If I can't get it straight. It's got a sister shop that used to be owned, but now not owned by the same people in Shiloh, which is essentially it's also like Forbidden Flavors, but it's called Cursed. I think that's why I kept calling Forbidden Flavors Forbidden Fruits. Anyway, call somebody up and say, let's go for coffee. Let's just do something out of the ordinary this weekend. This is a great time to just sit back, relax, and take stock, to give thanks, to be careful with yourself. Now, the question, the big thing is, the big wonderment is how do we do that? How do we actually take the time? How do we make the time? Because I know that probably 90% of the people who watch this video are going to have lots of reasons why you just don't have the time, can't take the time off. I work, I volunteer, and I don't get a Labor Day or can't afford to go anywhere. My challenge to you this Labor Day weekend is to find something that you can't afford to do and that you can make time to do, and then do it. So if you can't afford anything, go to the library and take out a book. Go to the park, go for a walk. You can't afford to buy yourself a coffee when you go for a walk, make a thermos at home and take it with you and go to the park and sit down. Better yet, make a thermos and take an extra cup and then invite some total stranger to sit down and have coffee with you in the park. Do something that takes you out of yourself, out of your rhythm and routine, and allows you to set aside the labor of your life and just give thanks that you have a minute. And even if it's just 5 minutes because you're working so hard this weekend, take it. Even if you have to get up at 3 in the morning and make yourself a cup of tea, pour yourself something else to drink, and sit on your back step and look at the stars. And if you do, don't forget, look for that first star you see and wish on that star. First star I see tonight, I wish I may, I wish I might. Have the wish I wish tonight. We need to come back and regather what it is to be a child, what it is to believe that wishes come true, that we get days off, that we can have fun, putting at a mini putt course, riding on a little pony thinking it's the biggest thing in the world because we're only 3 feet tall at that petting zoo, going for a walk and kicking stones, throwing pieces of bread into the river for the birds. We all need time to slow down, refresh, give thanks. Make sure you take some time for yourself this weekend. I will see you again on Monday, Labor Day. There is a video for Labor Day, but I will also see you, if you wish to see me, on Gospel on the Go on Sunday. Have a great day. God bless you, and have a wonderful long weekend.